welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vintage tips and tricks video. Today I'm going to do a requested video, not quite how it was asked, which was for me to take my phone or my camera to the hairdresser and film me getting my hair cut. And that is simply because I am penny pinching at the moment. Val and I have just moved to a new apartment, and as you know, we've moved countries twice in the last 18 months. So I've decided to rein in the spending a little bit, especially after Christmas really cleaned us out and a trip to France. Yeah, we've been spending up big with the going overseas thing recently. So I'm going to cut my own hair. Slightly terrifying. I haven't done this since I was about 18 or 19 years old. If I give myself like a midi long, if I do a terrible job, I can still go and get it turned into a midi at a hairdresser, and I'm okay with that. Let's just experiment a little bit. So without further ado, let's get into this. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. My hair was washed and blow dried this morning. I have parted it down the center. I'll have to part it down the middle of the back as well. And then I'm going to simply spritz it with some water and then go through the process of cutting it. So here goes. So first of all, this center part, which I do need to tidy up a little bit. There we go. And it's not too bad back here, but I do need to go down the back, and hopefully I won't do a terrible job of this. I'm going to check it myself on camera. Straight down the center. Let's wet my hair a bit. Okay, so I've brushed it through and I'm going to use a comb to straighten the hair out and then cut. Now, because of the length of your hair when you pull it over your shoulder, if I cut my hair straight at the front, it should come out at an angle at the back. So let's hope that's how it turns out. Okay, well, it would appear that my comb has mysteriously gone missing, which is, to be honest, a massive pain in the ass. So I'm just gonna have to leg this with a brush. Feeling like this is getting more dangerous by the second. So I'm going to section off my hair. There's desperate need of cutting. The ends of my hair have so many split ends I can't even run my fingers through it properly. Getting it as straight as I possibly can. So doing this back section first. I'm going to cut about that much hair off. So I'm going to keep my chin level looking in the mirror. And I'm going to cut those bottom end bits off. Okay, so the first bit is done. I'll use that as a guide for the next section of my hair. So finding that bit that I just cut, brushing it together, and then using that bit as a guide. Again, make sure your chin is level to where it was before, and so that is one side done, and boy does my hairbrush nicer now. I'm not looking too bad. See how we go on the other side. Was that a disaster? Ever so slightly longer. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty similar. You get pieces of hair from the same part of my head. Yeah, that's promising. Yep. Alright. That's good. Now, of course, when I flip my ends up, my hair is going to kink here, but it doesn't matter because I measured it that way. Yeah? So, don't worry if you're doing this and then you see your hair bunching up. As long as you've measured correctly and you've kept your chin at the same length, it should all be straight when you come down to here. It's looking okay. I am seeing this in a tiny mirror and on camera, so I'm really hoping that it's not turning out horribly. I haven't got any excessively long bits, so that's good. How am I going lengthwise? I don't know how this worked out so well, but they seem to be pretty much the same length. These back pieces, hopefully. Yeah, alright. Let's see how this looks at the back. Slightly petrified to find out, but we will see how it went. Alright, so that's how it looks from the back. This is scary. Obviously, because my hair is wavy, it's kind of hard for me to tell how like evenly cut it is at the back, but I'm not really that concerned about that because I'm going to be curling my hair. It doesn't have to be like perfectly cut on the ends, and I'm about to go in and layer it a bit anyway, which is just like lifting up sections and then just snipping into it, just so that it fluffs nicely at the bottom. So let's get into that, and then I will get into the bang section. So basically I'm just going to take sections of hair like this, flip the ends up and snip vertically into the ends to try and just create some layers. So it's not just a straight up blunt cut on the ends. If you're a hairdresser watching this video, I'm sorry. Okay, a bit of feathering. We'll see how much I hate myself when I actually go to do a set, but now I'm going to work on this front section. So the first thing I'm going to do is wet this front part of my hair again and create some layers this way to make the U a little bit deeper. And then I'm going to do the bangs, like literally section off this section of my hair and work on that in kind of a midi style. Start about where my collar is and going to shear down. So I've got layers that then come down into here. So it gradiates from about the neckline through to these lengths here. Let's do this side. This is going to be hard with my other hand. It's not perfect, but it will do. Alright, wanting to create an angle on both sides, like a vertical shape, so that you can get the barrel curl coming in, which is what I really like. I like it to be quite a sharp curl so that when I lift it up, the curl will sit like all turning in. I will do a quick set at the end of this video so you guys can see how it turns out, and so that I can see how it turns out and check that I haven't totally ruined my hair. There is always the potential that happened. Okay, I'm going to do this top section of bangs. I'm going to take it, I mean for me, I've got quite a square shaped forehead, so it's where my peaks come in here, but essentially above the point in my eyebrow. I'm going to pin the rest of it back. And I haven't done too badly because that's all essentially the same length. I'm quite pleased with that. There's no hope of me being precise whilst doing this, so add that to my section there. Okay, I'm simply going to snip this off at approximately chin level. Again, slightly terrifying moment because it just got me short. hair's turning out okay so far. Thank God. Yeah, roundaboutish. Yeah. And of course when you do that, you get a gradient in your hair. And like so. So now you'll see I have quite short layers that come in and around my chin. And because I cut them brushed forward on my face, when I separated them, they ended up being on an angle. And then at the back, it has a U shape. It's difficult to see on my hair because my hair is quite wavy, and as it dries, it's going to look all different lengths. But that is the essential outcome. I'm now going to do a set to see how it turns out. So fingers crossed. I am going to be parting it on the side so that my hair will be in shorter lengths here. And as per every midi I've ever had, I'm going to end up with a big clump of hair here, which is why midi cuts don't look great when they're unstyled. But that is the nature of the midi. I will see you with my hair curled. Okay, so I've now set my hair in hot rollers. It is my go-to set from my how to hot roller video, which I'll link up above if you haven't seen it, but basically rolling everything going the direction that I'm going to brush my hair in the end. So rolling this way at the front, rolling inward because I'm going to swoop the hair back and then curl it in on this side, and then everything going down in the back. Probably not my best set as I really did rush it, so excuse me if the parting is really bad at the back, but I just wanted to get this done and see what my hair looks like. So I will do the brush out and the styling, and I will see you shortly. Okay, so I have brushed out my hair. I didn't put a whole lot of effort into styling it. I literally just kind of brushed it, and where it fell I pinned it up, so it was kind of a natural 40s look. Like usually I would go in and create S-waves and stuff here, but I've just left it kind of bunchy and curly and natural. But I am pretty happy with the result. I'm very happy with how this turns into like a sausage roll, a barrel roll here along the side and curls in. That's like, yeah, something that I was really aiming for with this haircut. I like the lift and stuff that I get through here because the weight of my hair being long and with lots of hair, even though it's thin strands, it really tends to pull this section down when I don't have enough layering through here. So I'm really pleased with the result from doing the cut down and forward like this, and then when I sweep it across, all of those layers are on this side as opposed to being split either side. But I can still do like a Hedy Lamarr look, and I'll get that kind of kick out up above the brow that she has. So I have options there. I didn't try and like style the back of it into waves or anything, so it's just like a really simple brush under. And again, I could like incorporate these together a bit more, but I haven't really tried. I've just brushed it into like 3 simple sections like you see. But considering I don't have any layering here to give it a bit of volume, I think it's turned out pretty well. I would have to like tease underneath to give it some oomph, but overall, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the result. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you know when my videos come out. Come and join us in the Vintage Tips and Tricks Facebook group. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Everything is below and will be at the end of this video. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye! Everybody's at the record house, rocking at the